Well, welcome. We are back to another one of our series, education series on bathroom remodeling and questions. And we've got Chris Whitehead here, our resident expert on bathroom remodeling and construction. Has been doing this for a long time here in New Hampshire. And so, Chris, today, the question that came in is that I think is something that a lot of people have asked, and that is, do I need a contractor for my bathroom remodel? And you know what? When we went through our bathroom remodel, one of the first things I thought is, well, can I do part of this myself? I mean, if we're going to move the shower from one wall to the other, then I certainly need help. But there's so much on YouTube in terms of how do you do this, and it's done by contractors who actually show you how to do it. So, do I need to hire? Do I need a contractor for my bathroom remodel? What are your thoughts?
So I've got a plethora of thoughts with that. Number one, yes, you can. I don't know the level of handyman or handywoman that you are, but you definitely can.
Yeah.
Here's the other part, though. I remember when I was in my early 20s and I needed to have my car brakes done. And I didn't have a lot of money. And I said, you know what, I'm going to change the brakes out myself. And I remember I lived about 10 minutes away from the automotive store. And I went and bought the brakes and I came home. And I took the tire off the car. And I realized I didn't have the tool to compress the brake calipers in order to get the brakes off the thing.
Oh my gosh.
So I put the tire back on the car, drove back to the automotive store, purchased the right tool to take the calipers off. I drove back home, took the tire off, compressed the caliper off, found out I didn't have the right wrenches in order to take the caliper apart to put the brake on. So then I put the caliper back on the vehicle. I put the rotor back on the vehicle. I put the tire back on the vehicle. And I drove to the automotive store. So if I'm starting to make my point.
There's a pattern here.
Yeah. It's not that you can't do it. It's not that YouTube doesn't show you how to do it. But the problem is that you can end up spending and investing so much of your time trying to make it happen that you might end up getting divorce papers in the process.
Wow. Because people just don't know what they don't know.
Absolutely. That's why you hire a professional.
It looks, the YouTube video is only 7 minutes long, and it looks pretty easy, to.
Well, I wish life worked that way, but it doesn't. And now the truth is that for that person in the YouTube video that's been doing it all their life, it is easy and they do it quickly. And the reason that they do is because they've made the mistakes that you aren't going to have to when you hire a professional.
Yeah. And I actually did a piece where I put some drywall on a section, and I thought, you know what? I see these guys go, whoa, it's so smooth. I went through days of put up a layer, sand it down, still saw the bump, put it up, took it down. So what else? What are other thoughts you have around, do I really need to hire a professional contractor?
Well, have you ever seen that Pinterest picture that says nailed it? And it's like they're making a cake and it's a zebra cake, and then they have the do-it-yourselfer zebra cake and they say nailed it. It doesn't look anything like the professional's job.
Yeah.
The reason that you hire professionals is because they are professionals, and you should vet them. You should, check their websites out, talk to their references, talk to the other people that, other contractors, and see who you're comfortable with. But the reason that you hire a professional is because they're really, really good at what they do. And it's not that bathrooms can't be done by anyone. They certainly can. A professional at some point was not a professional. They had to learn somewhere.
Sure.
But do you really want to put tile on the floor and have it go in incorrectly and only find that out when you put the last row of tile in? Do you want to put tile up on a shower wall and you've already spent $500 or $700 on the tile to realize that you didn't do it in a straight line, or that, the grout lines fell in the process? There are little tips and tricks to the trades that you're not seeing in YouTube videos that you're either going to learn by letting a contractor do it, or you're going to learn it the hard way. And that doesn't even get into the sequencing of how you do a bathroom. I have yet to ever see a YouTube video that says, let me break down what piece goes where, when. And I know this because the very first bathroom remodel I did, I ended up having to take half of the bathroom apart to put the one part back in order to move forward to the next step.
So the sequence really does matter, huh?
Sequence is extremely important, and unfortunately sometimes you only find out when you go to put that part into the bathroom and go, oh, there's no room for it now. And that's how you end up taking a potentially 2 to 4 week job and turning it into 3 to 5 months. And I've literally heard homeowners who now are willing to hire a bathroom remodeler because they did it the last time and it took them 6 months to get a bathroom done. That sounds no good. You know?
Yeah, it'd be awesome if we could get some of those people like here right now to say, so if you had it to do all over again, would you hire a professional? They would
Right.
probably say, oh my gosh, yes, because they hired, a friend of a friend who, who he did a really good job on his backyard fence. He knows how to work with wood. Let's hire him.
Right.
Save some money. Well, listen, thanks for that answer in terms of, do I need to hire a professional to remodel? We got some other questions, but let's come back in the next segment and we'll talk about that. Okay, Chris?
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Take care.